Hello everyone, welcome, I'm Robert, and this is a playthrough of Dragons Down. For this playthrough, I've picked the Elf Druid, and I'm gonna use the legendary Sandbox scenario parameters. And for this, the goal is to earn 20 legend points before the game ends in 30 turns, okay? I already made another playthrough that's a bit more basic using a human knight. So if you're trying to learn the game, I actually suggest you watch the previous playthrough, okay? Because with the elf druid, I'm gonna get into the spell casting element of the game, and that can be a bit much initially, okay? There's a lot to grasp with the concept of casting spells in the game. So I suggest you check out the other playthrough first. In that one, I played the basic intro scenario from the scenario book, and then this is the standard. Legendary sandbox. And just like with the previous playthrough, I'm only using the base game contents. Okay, I've already set up everything, and for this playthrough, just like last time, I'm using these tokens to keep track of actions. Okay, for my actions per turn. I have a date tracker here. You are free to just use the journal that's included with the game. All right, that works perfectly fine for keeping track of your turns. I'm just using this in my case. Okay, this is not included in the game. I've shuffled all the decks, and I've chosen the Wicked Woods and Cruel Caves terrain packs. Okay, and I have created this randomized map with following the instructions from the designer in one of his Board Game Geek posts. Okay, so I'm gonna put that up on screen so that you can see the steps that I followed. All right, to create this map. Okay, so I've randomized that, and don't forget that the terrain packs have two sides, which you can randomize for extra variety. Okay, same with the title cards for each terrain pack. And same thing with your class card. Your lineage card is the same on both sides, but your class card has two sides for variable setup. And for the druid has a lineage advantage that lets me pick up an extra spell, an extra starting spell for the game. Okay, and a cube of the color of my choice. Okay, so I've collected the cubes based on my lineage and class combination, and these are the starting spells, the hero starting spells that I've chosen. Okay, so you get 3 spells from this side of the class card, and then the 1 extra from that advantage. Now the druid has another advantage, and that's the fact that I'll explain that later when it comes into play. But it allows me to not have to wound green cubes, okay, when casting spells. But you'll see that later. I'll get to that later. But yeah, those are my 2 advantages, and I've set up everything. I also have my turn sequence here to keep track of where I'm at. Okay, so turn sequence, days, actions. So we're good to go. And like I said, because this is because I've chosen the open realm mode for this game, I need to have my hero come in, move into the realm from outside. So I have to pick a clearing for them to move into. Okay. And I think, and just so you know, I have not played this map yet. Like, I didn't try to play it in advance first. I generated this map on the fly, and I'm about to play it for the first time. Okay, now I did sit and think a bit about what my game plan would be for this, and I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from this side, okay, from this corner, and I'm gonna start exploring the Wicked Woods tiles, so that when I arrive to the civilization locations, I would have explored those titles and claim the mission rewards if it comes out. Okay, if I'm lucky and it comes out when I draw the merchants. All right, and again, remember when you draw missions from the merchants, that you can retroactively complete them. Okay, so I can kind of plan a bit in advance like that. So what I'll do is I'll place myself in this clearing, and remember, you do have to spend your first action doing that. Okay. Now, when you enter a empty tile like that, you have to draw a wilderness token of the appropriate type and see what you get. This is a secret cache. Okay, so we're gonna put that there, number 5, right? So it goes on number 5. Okay. Now, the play style with this is very different from. Is indeed very different from my knight from the previous game. I have to avoid combat at all costs. Okay. And I think I didn't really show my spells very well. You'll see that I don't really have any offensive spells other than I have a calm, so we'll see if I manage to escape combat with that. But yeah, and yeah, we're in our action phase. Okay, so I've spent my first action. Now, I'm gonna spend another action to move in here. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit tight here because I don't want to move in here and increase the chances of a monster coming out. Remember that there is a side in the black die when you spawn most monsters at the end of the turn. There is a side on the black die that has that treasure side face. Okay, so I think I'm gonna just sit back. Okay, I'm gonna wait one more turn before I go in there, and but I'm not gonna waste my time though. So I'm gonna sneak. Okay, I'm gonna spend an action to sneak. And basically that'll just help me avoid monsters. It'll give me a better chance of avoiding monsters at the end of the turn if they spawn. Okay. Now I'm not really gonna use my last action for anything. I don't think there's anything useful I can do. I could have tried finding that path, but I think I'm not really gonna use that later in the game, so it doesn't matter. Now I'm gonna not use that last action. Okay. And now I'm gonna go to the monster activation. So here's where we roll dice for the monsters. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and roll and see if any of these symbols match. Okay, hopefully not. And I've used an action to sneak, so hopefully nothing will happen. Okay, so we got see, if I hadn't moved into the secret cache, the guardian would have come out. Okay, so I avoided that. That's great already. Now this no match, so that's great. So no monsters came out. Okay, now remember the combat phase, even if no monsters spawn, you always carry out the combat phase, and it is during the combat phase that you cast spells. Okay, so last game I didn't have a chance to cast spells, but now finally I do. Okay, so you can cast one spell per combat round. Now or per combat sequence, okay, rather, because combat, you'll go through all the steps of combat. You go through all the steps of combat, okay, and then you'll go through them one more time, and then if nobody was wounded or no monsters died, then it ends. So basically, you go through all the combat steps twice, even if there's no monsters. So that gives me, in other words, I get a chance to cast 2 spells, okay. Now, if I wound myself casting a spell, I can extend that, all right? I can basically extend combat for another round. Now, here are the spells that I want to cast. They don't really require me to wound anything, my cubes, so that's fine. Now, these are the spells that I have available here, okay? Now, in the combat phase, you cast them during hero tactics, okay? You can place cubes on your spell cards to cast them, and you have to pay attention to the types of spells that you're casting. Okay, let's start with Nature's Help. Right, so that's the first spell that I want to cast. So why don't we look at the iconography? Okay, so we have self, or the first thing that we see there is the price. Okay, but once you learn a spell, you can't sell it, so that doesn't matter. Then we have the target, right? So this targets yourself or others, and it can be monsters or whatever, but I'm going to target myself with this spell. Next thing is the speed. Now, when you cast a spell and you're facing a monster, you basically treat it like an attack, okay? And depending on this number, that determines if you get to cast the spell before the monster attacks. Okay, and you even, depending on how fast you cast the spell, when you assign cubes to the attack speed, that will determine whether you have to roll dice or not. You still have to roll dice exactly the same way you would with a physical attack, okay? So spells can fail when you cast them, okay? Now, so yeah, we don't have to worry because we're not facing a monster, so the attack speed doesn't matter. Now, this is what determines the duration of the spell. So the spells, in this case, this is a spell that lasts a turn. The spell effects expire at the beginning of the combat phase of the following turn. So basically, I'm casting a spell now so that I benefit from it next turn. And you cast a spell by simply moving a cube of the appropriate color on top of it. So I've cast that, okay? So that's my first combat round, okay? So we go through all the steps of combat, okay? Nobody was wounded, and nobody was, and no one died. So that's the first round of combat. Now, the combat sequence repeats one more time, and if no one is wounded and if no monster or hero dies, then it ends there. But I have that second combat round, right, combat sequence. So I get to cast another spell. And we go through cleanup, okay? We go through cleanup, and we move this cube here, all right, and everything. So this spell is active for the next turn. And now I'm gonna cast Divination, okay? Divination, it requires me to cast this, to use this cube, all right? So just like before, I'm gonna go to the, in the second combat sequence, we go to Hero Tactics, and during this step of the combat, we move this cube here, cast this spell, okay? And now I have these two spells ready for the next turn, all right? And again, keep in mind that if I had wounded myself, and that includes wounding spaces on spells, when you put a color cube here with the little black blood drips below it, it goes to your wound box, which makes it unavailable until you heal later, all right? But if I had wounded, I could have extended combat for another round, okay? So just keep in mind, so you can keep casting spells like that. But that wasn't necessary, so I've basically used the two combat rounds to cast these two spells, one after the other, after 2 rounds, okay? So now, I'm gonna leave these here so that I know that they're active, okay? These spells are inactive. So these 2 spells are active for me to use next turn. That's it. That's the first turn, but I wanted to make sure I explain how spells work. There's quite a lot going on with them, okay? So now I'm gonna go to day 2. I'm gonna restore my actions. We get rid of our statuses, okay? So we go to turn start, get rid of statuses. We get our 4 actions, okay? So we're not on turn 2. I'm gonna use my first action to move into the secret cache, okay, and see if I can uncover it, all right? So now, let's spend our first action using search, okay? So we're gonna roll these 2 dice, okay? And if they both come up with that icon, I discover the place, okay? All right, so I've, in the first roll, I've uncovered it, I've found it. Now, keep in mind that this is where Nature's Help could have helped me. Nature's Help lets me reroll any amount of dice during a search action for free. So that's why I prepared in advance, but it looks like it wasn't necessary, so that's great. So now, when you discover a treasure side, okay, when you find a treasure side, when you're the first one to do so, you gain 1 legend point and 5 fame, okay? So this is my first action in my, in my quest to find legend points and fame. That's my first success. Now, what happens when you find, in this case, we're looking at the secret cache, right? So I'm gonna pick up the Wicked Woods tile, okay? So what'll happen is I need to find what it says here. If I had found the shrine, I need to find what you see listed there, 2 deep treasures, 3 treasures, and 1 not. Now for the secret cache, I need to find what you see there, 1 deep treasure, so I'm gonna draw it from the deck, okay, from the top of the deck, and you have to do it in the order you see there. So you would put the deep treasures on top, and then we have 20 gold. All right, so we're gonna put that there. Okay, I'm gonna keep that off camera. All right, for now. So now, so we've added, we've founded, we've gained our fame and legend points, and that was our first action. Okay, so now I'm gonna spend another action to loot. Okay, so here's the loot action. Okay, so once a player has found a treasure site, they may loot it using a loot action. A hero may oh, actually, I take it back. All right, I don't need to loot because this one is easier than others. Okay, I just realized the text here at the bottom. It says when found, take all. Okay, and just to be extra clear, I can look at the site reference and the cache. When the secret cache is searched for and found by a hero, it does not need to be looted. The hero first finds the secret cache and immediately takes both the deep treasure and the gold, as if they had performed a loot action. The hero then receives the legend point and fame for finding. Yep. Okay, excellent. So, yeah, I don't need to use that other action, all right, to do that. So, excellent. Let's see what I uncover, all right? So, we got 20 gold, so that's great already. And we got a Cape of Alteration. Wow, let's see what that does. Cape of Alteration. Might cubes may only be placed in attack speed or maneuver speed boxes. Brown speed cubes may only be placed in might action boxes. Huh, interesting. So now, I don't know that I care for that because it looks like it's a forced effect. And I'm not really going to be fighting, I'm not really that strong, so I'm not going to be fighting monsters. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm going to reveal it. This is a legendary treasure, right, with the red band. When you reveal one, when you look at this, okay, so possess and reveal an epic treasure, right? You gain 5 fame and 1 legend point. Okay, so that's good, but I think I'll probably just sell this because I want to avoid combat at all costs. Okay, and yeah, if I had a lot of might, that could be useful, but I think I'll just pass. I'll put this in my backpack. Okay, all right. Okay, so that's cool. Now we're gonna move out of here, and I'm gonna use my little exploration token, okay, to just make it just a bit visually easier for me to track what Wicked Wood styles I have, you know, visited already, okay, for me to complete the mission later. All right. Now we're gonna. We are gonna use that action to move out of there. Okay, so we moved in, we searched. I didn't have to loot. So yeah, I spent 1 action to move out of there, and now I think I wanna sneak. Okay, I just, you know, I could spend an action to move there, but I'd rather just not risk it. Okay, and now we begin the battle phase. Okay, where we activate monsters. I'm not really going to have a chance to use these 2 spells anymore, all right? So I'm just going to, they only last for a turn, like I said, so I'm going to put them away. We go to battle phase, and I spend that last action sneaking, okay? So now we are going to roll, and we don't draw anything. Excellent. So we didn't match any symbols, so we don't have to worry about monsters. Now I'm going to go and cast those spells again, okay? So I'm gonna go through that motion once again, okay? So again, you start combat, okay? You go to combat, and you get 2 combat sequences until combat ends if there's nothing happening, right? If nobody got hurt or no monster died, then it ends. But you go through the whole sequence twice. And in one of the sequences, I'm gonna cast Nature's Help, okay? So I cast Nature's Help, and then clean up, this goes here, and then divination, cast, this goes here. Okay, so now I have these 2 spells active, and now I start next turn. Okay, so we move this up, we go to day 3, and let's remove our statuses. So we go to action, part of the action phase, and we use our first action to move to this tile. Okay, so this is an empty tile, which means that I need to reveal a wilderness token of the appropriate type. Okay, so we find an item. All right, so we draw the top card of the item deck, and we got a shield. And unfortunately, I can't put that shield on because when you see that red box, okay, that means that I have to have that many might cubes healthy and available. I only have one red might cube, so I'll just sell this later. All right, I'll put that in my discard pile. Okay, no, not in my backpack. That is. Okay, so now I've explored this. I've explored this. Okay, and let's see what my next move will be. I think I'll probably move around this way. Okay, so that I can explore this, and then I'm gonna have to rotate tiles here probably, but yeah, I'm gonna so I just basically want to move my way and come back here, so it's gonna be a long journey, but let's see if we can survive. All right, so another action to move there, another action to move here, and we enter a new tile. So we're gonna place an exploration token there. We're gonna draw a one of these. We got a gate. Okay, so number 6. All right, we just put that there, easy. And I'm gonna use my last action to sneak. All right, and it looks like I didn't end up having to use my spells. Okay, that's okay. Now we move to battle phase, monster activation. We roll these dice. All right, and let's see. We got a forest, 1, and yeah, it looks like we got a match. Let's see. So 1 giant spider, and I don't need that in my life, but let's see what we can do about it. So we're gonna draw a giant spider. Okay, so giant spider will go here. Okay, and now first thing is the reaction. Okay, so when a monster appears on your tile, you get the reaction to see if you avoid them, if you stay hidden. All right, so the reaction will be rolling these 2 dice, and I'm hoping that that symbol doesn't come out. Let's see. Okay, now 1 came out, but I snuck, so I get to ignore 1 of them. All right, so I am hidden. And let me see if I can ambush this spider. Okay, now check this out. Last game, I wasn't really, with my knight, I wasn't really able to ambush anybody because 1, I didn't know any spells. 2, I didn't have any ranged weapons. But this time, I do have spells. So, I want to reduce the chance of that spider jumping onto me later. All right, so what I'll do is I'm going to cast Calm, and let's look at their speed. Their attack speed is 3. Okay, now it is a bit risky, okay, because if I fail, that is not gonna be good for me at all. All right. The problem is, okay, I could try casting Calm. What this spell does is the caster may return the monster to the monster tray. Now that would be great, except the problem is the spider has a maneuver value of 3. Okay, and I can only make my attack as fast as 2, which means that I would have to roll these dice for me to see if the spell lands, and that's just too risky. It's not a surefire that the spell won't fizzle, okay? Because it's, again, spells are treated as an attack. It's basically an attack that just puts the spider back in the tray. But I would have to put 3 or more cubes, preferably more, 3 or more cubes in my attack speed, and then it would be a guaranteed hit. But I'm not gonna risk it, so I'll just stay hidden. I'm not gonna be able to cast my spells, unfortunately. So I'll stay hidden, and then next turn, as my first action, I'm gonna move out of there. Okay. Yeah, if I had 1 more brown cube, I could outrun the spider. But yeah, I just can't deal with that. I don't want to take the risk because just 1 scratch and my elf is toast. So Let's just skip this turn. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to cast spells. I could try casting spells, but then I have to roll to see if I stay hidden. And if I don't, then combat will begin, and yeah, I'm just not gonna win that. So I'll stay hidden. I'm not gonna be able to cast anything. Let's just go to round 4, okay, or day 4. I restore my actions, and I have to spend my first action getting out of there. All right, so I spend my first action. I move to this clearing, okay, and it's been nice moving around these clearings because they all cost 1 movement. There's no mountain clearings or caves, so it's been smooth moving around here at least. Oh, and I moved the wrong thing. Okay, there. All right. So now we're gonna try to find that hidden path. Okay, so to see if I can traverse that. So we're gonna use the search action. Okay, so I'm gonna spend 1, and I'm gonna use the search action. Roll these and see if I can find that hidden path right there. All right, we're gonna re-roll. And yeah, I'm gonna have to sneak. I can't use the last action. I can't risk it, so I'm gonna sneak. And now, so that was the action phase. Now we move to once again monster activation. All right, and we have no matches. Okay, yeah, no matches. Good. So now 5, and actually let's not do that yet. I can't cast a spell, so let's cast, I'm going to repeat what I did earlier. Let's cast this and this during those first 2 rounds of combat. Okay, so these 2 are going to be available. Now we move to the next round, so move this up 1, restore our actions, get rid of our statuses, and active hero can perform their actions. Okay, so now I'm gonna try searching again. Let's see if I have better luck. Try finding that little path. Okay, and I did find it, so that's great. All right, so we put that there, and now let's see. We can now let me just move it this way because that's where I'm gonna be going. We're gonna move out of there. And we're now going to move another space over here. We're going to explore that, and we're going to draw a wilderness token. This time it's a treasure. Let's see what we get. Okay, treasure. We got a brooch of deflection. Cancel 1 hit against against a hero. It's a one-time use though, but it could save my skin. So I'm definitely gonna put that there, but it's a one-time use. I find that interesting. Usually one-time use items are they go here, but yeah, cool. So that's a good find. And now I'm gonna go ahead and sneak. Let's go ahead and sneak. So we put this here, and then we are gonna we're gonna roll. So let's see. Let's put this over here. Let's roll and see what happens. So orcs. Oh, it looks like we're gonna draw 2 orcs. Okay, that's not cool. So we're gonna draw 2 orcs. Let's see. So remember, for orcs, you combine the gray and black die, so that's 2 in total. So we're gonna draw. We draw 2 randomly from the orc pile. 1 and 2, and now. We're gonna put this here, and now we're gonna roll to see if we remain hidden. Let's see, and it looks like we do, thanks to the fact that I snuck. We get to ignore one of these, so I'm gonna hide, and let's look at their speeds. Maybe I can make them. So I can definitely outrun them, so that's great. I think I should be able to ambush them. No, I take that back. Yeah, their attacks, well, they won't be able to target me, but yeah, it's not a guaranteed hit still. If he was on this side, that would help, but no. Yeah, because of this guy, I don't want to risk it. So yeah, I'm not gonna cast any spells, okay? These already, their effect ended. So let's just go ahead and move on to the next turn. Okay, so we get rid of our statuses. I have to move out of there. All right, so Let's see where I want to keep going this way. So I'm gonna use. We're back to actions. Okay, so we move to that clearing, and let's move to this clearing. We're gonna put our little E there, and we're gonna draw. Oh wait, is that a swamp? I almost missed that. Let me look at that. It's a bit hard to tell, but I think that's a swamp. So I'll just to be safe, I'll go ahead and spend that extra action. Okay, remember mountains and swamps, which I assume that this is, cost an extra action to move into them. Okay, but now I'm gonna use my other action to sneak, and then we move on to monster activation. Let's roll. Before I do that, I forgot to draw a wilderness token. Let me do that real quick. Oh, shoot. All right. I'll process this in a second. And actually, okay, this was a dud. Great. All right, so that was a dud. Awesome. Let me just process this. I forgot to draw my wilderness token. So I got to roll 2 of these. That's great. Let's grab these and roll them, see what I find. So that's 5 gold and 3 fame. Sure. 5 gold, 3 fame. Okay. All right, and then we put this away here. Yeah. Okay. So now we didn't roll for, we rolled for monsters, nothing happened, so I'm free to cast my spells. I'm gonna cast divination and nature's help. I've already explained that a few times how that works, so I'm not gonna repeat it. And then we move on to the next day. All right, so that's day 7. All right, so turn start, we get rid of our statuses. We start using our actions. So now let's use our first action to move here. And then let's use another action to move into this style. Now this one is a cruel cave style, so we're gonna draw a wilderness token from here. Okay, and we got an item. All right, so we draw the top card of the item deck, dagger. And you know what, I'm gonna equip that. Maybe I feel like I'm feeling stabby and I want to stab someone with that later. All right, I mean it's one weapon I can use, and I can actually throw it, so that's great. I can ambush someone with that and throw it. All right, we'll see. We'll see. So okay, now we are gonna put our explorer token here. All right, and now we spend another action. Okay, we're gonna move here. Actually, do I wanna? Is that what I wanna do? I could do that. Let me think about that one first. Yeah, I don't think that I want to move back there because if I roll that orc symbol, they're all gonna jump on me. It could be game over. I'd rather be a bit safer. Go this way. So I'm gonna spend an action, move here, and I'm gonna sneak. Okay, and then we're gonna roll. Let's go to monster activation. Okay, and dots and even better, monsters that are in tiles with no heroes are returned to they're returned to their trace. All right, that's what that symbol does. So that's great. Now we go to combat. Same thing. These spells, you know, they fizzle or they end, and then I cast them again. Okay, these don't cause me to wound their boxes and whatnot. So yeah, I've already explained all of that. So I cast these 2. They're gonna be available for me, okay, to cast. Next turn to use. Now next turn starts, we remove this and we gain our actions. I'm gonna move this up, okay. And now I'm gonna start with a movement over here, another one to move over here. Now we moved into a civilization location, so we're gonna draw the top 2 from this, okay, and put them here. All right, and that's the crone. So the crone is gonna go in the crone is here, right? And now the crone could have ended up actually residing here, all right, but you still have to draw the items and put them there on their card, on their terrain pack card. All right, you have to draw these items as you see them there. So 5 treasures, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and then 4 items, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 missions, okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we'll make a visit there later. All right, so we're gonna put this here. Okay, we're gonna put that off camera, and so we'll get to that in a second. I just want to make sure. Actually, so I've visited this. I'm only missing. No, I've visited this. No, you know what? I've visited all of them. So I think that I can now start picking up some quests. All right, missions, and I'll be able to because I visited all 5 Wicked Wood styles. I should be able to complete that mission and maybe buy some items, okay, to help me, get a bit more risky. So yeah, why don't we spend another action moving into this civilization? Let's visit the Crone. So I'm gonna spend an action, and that action is gonna be trade. Okay, so I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna visit. From trade, remember, when you trade, there's these numbered items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to pick one of those numbers, and then you get to do that for that action. So one of them per action. So I'm gonna choose commerce as the one thing I'm gonna do. And within commerce, you can do each thing in this bullet point once each. So look, first thing I'll do is look at the cards that were set up, okay, by the Crone. All right. So this is what the Crone has to offer. So let's see if there's anything useful here. Another green cube doesn't sound bad. So we got a spell scroll. So when you see something like that, you have to draw a card from the spell deck, or as many as it shows you there, and you have to attach it to it. Oh, an elemental. That's not bad. You can always gain legend points and fame from learning spells. So I might do that. Potion of Maneuver. Oh, I definitely want that. Okay, so Spider Smitter. Okay, so it looks like we didn't draw the quest where I explored the forest, so I'm not gonna complete that. So okay, from the things that you can do here with the merchant, you can take missions, buy, sell in any order. So I'm not gonna take any of these missions. I'm not interested. I'm not gonna start. Actually, possess 1 deep treasure and 1 treasure. Maybe I can do that. Hold on, deep treasure and 1 treasure. Okay, I can do that. All right, cool. Even if I gain an outlaw token, that's fine. So I think I'll pick this up actually. Possess 1 deep treasure and 1 treasure. Complete this at the altar. Oh, okay. I have to go to the altar, so I have to find that first. But maybe it couldn't hurt if I did that. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do that. Let's pick up this quest. Why not? Okay. Complete it at the altar and get a outlaw token. But I definitely want this Potion of Maneuver, because having that extra brown cube, I could outrun a lot of enemies with that. Okay, and this is permanent. Okay, so you consume the potion and it gives you a permanent brown cube. So that's great. Let me see if I can buy that. Well, first let me sell. Because I know that I'm not going to use this. So, well, actually, I'm not going to be able to complete this mission unless I have a deep treasure, so I have to keep that. Let's sell the shield. So I'm going to sell the shield. So you give it to the merchant, okay, and you gain your 10 gold, okay. So that's 10 right there. So I'll sell that. I'll keep the dagger. It could save me, all right, on it. I don't have anything else in that slot. This could save me. I'm not gonna sell it, but okay. So I have. I could remember that when you try to buy something, it costs ×3 what you see there. So I have to pay 36. Now it's quite a lot. Let's see the Crone. Maybe I can try haggling with the Crone. Now the Crone respects that attribute, which is intelligence, right? So I can try to haggle with her. All right, I want to try to buy that at a lower price, okay? So to do that, you have to haggle. Where's my haggle dice? So the number, when you haggle, you're going to roll these dice, and the number that you're looking for is this, which is 3, okay? So when I roll, if it rolls equal to that or less, the haggling attempt succeeded, and instead of paying ×3, what you see here, you'll pay ×2. And you can push your luck and keep haggling if you want, but you know, if it rolls bad, then you know the merchant, you might make them mad and they might not want to trade with you. But let's see. I'm gonna haggle, okay? As part of my buy action, I have the option of haggling. It doesn't cost me an extra action or anything. So let's see. So 3. We want to roll 3 or less. Okay, excellent. So we rolled a 0 and a 3. So you pick the higher value. Okay, you always pick the worst value when rolling both dice, basically. So now we now pay 26 instead of 39. Okay, I think I didn't add up that up earlier, right? It was 39, not 36. But yeah, we pay 26. Okay, so that's a bit more reasonable. So we're gonna pay our that, and I'm gonna take 4 back. Okay, there you go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I have this potion of maneuver. Okay. So what'll happen is I'm gonna just use it immediately, and it's a consume item. You can consume it whenever you want, but I'm just gonna do it now, and this gives me a permanent brown cube, and that is awesome. Okay, so now I'm gonna reach here. There we go. Now I have an extra brown cube. Okay. I also would like this elemental because I can learn it, and maybe if I'm lucky, I can later on, if I get myself in a bad situation, I could use that elemental spell. So I'm gonna end my turn. Okay, now I'm gonna put this back where the crone goes, and we go to the battle phase. Now remember, if you're in a civilization tile, there's not gonna be monsters coming out when you roll the dice at the end. Okay, you should always still roll them, but in this case, it's not really gonna have an impact because they're not gonna come out here, and there's no monsters anywhere that will be returned by this icon. Okay, so you know you can do it as a formality, but yeah, right now there's no impact, so you can basically skip that. Okay, so now we move on to the next turn. We recover our actions. There's still a combat step, so I cast my spells. Okay, I cast my 2 spells as usual during that previous combat phase. So now I'm gonna spend an action to go back here to the crone, and I want to buy this elemental spell. Okay, and it's gonna cost me 15, and I think I can do that. All right. There, sorry, I kind of mixed them up there, but yeah, 15. I don't want to try to haggle because I just want to get going. So 15. I'm gonna pay my 15. Okay, gold, and I'm gonna buy my elemental spell. Okay, now this is gonna go in my backpack, and I'm gonna have to spend an action trying to learn that, and that's it. Oh, and I was supposed to take this mission earlier. I didn't, but yeah, that's it. So I'm done. Commercing with the crone. All right, so we're gonna put this back here, and now we have 3 actions left. We're gonna spend 1 because why not? We're gonna go ahead and spend 1 learn action for the elemental. Okay, so let's look at that action. So learn. The learn action allows the hero to attempt to learn a spell attached to a spell book or scroll they possess. And you must possess a magic cube that matches the spell type of the spell, okay? Healthy or wounded. And I have a couple of healthy green cubes there, so it works out fine. And then now we roll these purple dice, okay? And what you're hoping won't happen is that you roll these cursed dice. And hopefully that won't happen, so I don't have to explain it. Let's put this back, and let's spend an action to try to learn the elemental spell. Excellent. So we roll these 2, and you learn it. And when you learn a spell, okay, so now it becomes part of your list of available spells. And now you also gain, let's see, learn a spell. You gain 1 legendary point and 5 fame. All right. So we're gonna put that back, and now We've learned it now. And yeah, if you roll a curse, you have to check on the curse chart and gain a random curse, and that's no fun. But thankfully that didn't happen. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. All right, and now this elemental has become part of my spell library. I still have 2 actions left. So why don't we move to the mine, okay, which happens, and this was completely random, by the way. This wasn't planned. The sanctuary and the mine ended up being next to each other. All right, so that's great. Now we draw the last 2. We draw the last 2 of these civilization location tokens, and now the astrologer and the smith are in this location. Right. So now we need to bring this out. Okay. And we're gonna draw, let's see, astrologer, and the smith is actually part of the wood style. Okay, but you still have to put those cards there. So let's do that. So let's start with the astrologer. So the astrologer is asking for 3 treasures. Okay, let's see. The astrologer is asking for 3 treasures. The smith is asking for 3 treasures. Okay. Then we have, let's see, 5 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for the this is the astrologer. 5 items, and then 8 items. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Yep. So we got 8 items, and then missions. So we got 3 missions and 2 missions. I almost forgot, but. So yeah, at the end of your turn, you're supposed to replenish the missions for the merchant. But I never took the mission from her in the previous turn to begin with. So let's just do it properly. I'll probably take a mission or from one of them, and then I'll replenish both. Let's do it that way. So that was my first action, right? Just moving in there and filling these stacks. Why don't we visit the smith or astrologer? I guess, okay, so they respect wisdom. Him, so that if I need to haggle, I have a bit more of an edge. Okay, so let's see. We no spell, no scrolls, no books, raw materials, spelunker. Now this one is for visiting all the caves, and yeah, it really would suck if when I check that pile that the quest for visiting all the forest locations doesn't show up. Ooh, a free search action. I would love that. I'm very short on gold though, but I do have something to look forward to if I can buy that. That will be really good. Okay, so that's cool. That's what the astrologer has. That's it. Those are my actions. We move on to now day 10. Restore our actions. Cast the same 2 spells during combat. I'm not gonna roll these. There's no point. All right. So 10. We have 4 actions. Now I just visited this guy. Let's visit this guy. Okay, the smith. I haven't visited them. Let's see. Oh, a legendary treasure. Let's see if I can buy that later for some points. Another legendary treasure. That's awesome. All right. So iron helm. Can't even wear that. Buckler. A buckler would be great. I wish a buckler would be great. I wish that I had enough money for that, but I'm broke. Forester, excellent. That's what I'm looking for. Now I will. Oh, okay. Well, speak of the devil. But yeah, Forester. So I'm gonna take this mission now. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to spend a separate action. Completing that mission. Okay, so I end my action with the merchant there for now. I don't have money, so there's nothing else I can do. Okay, so now we're gonna look at trade. All right, and I'm gonna spend another trade action. Complete mission. Okay. All missions require that a player perform a trade action at a certain location. Oh wait, I think I can't do that. Okay, yeah, I have to. Instead, I need to complete this mission at the sanctuary. All right, so instead of spending an action to do that, let me move to the sanctuary and then spend the complete mission here. All right, so complete. You have to be at the correct location. And then, yep, and then I've already met the requirements. So I've visited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I've visited the 5 forest locations, and now I'm gonna go ahead and collect my rewards. So we got 20 gold, so that's great. 20 gold, 1 legendary point, 5 fame, 5 fame, and then charisma. Now I only have 2 charisma icons, so I roll that many of these dice and I earn those additional rewards. So that's 5 gold and 3 fame. Okay, so we're gonna move these over here. Okay, all right, so that's 3 fame, and then we put this away. We still have an action left. I'm gonna use it to move back here. Let's remove this from the game because I wanna go ahead and buy some of those legendary items. They should help me when I roam. I'll cast these 2 spells again during combat. Move on to the next round. Let's restore our actions, and now I'm gonna use my first action to visit the smith. Okay, and the smith, let's see, I know that I saw some good stuff here. Let's see, or was it the smith? Okay, hold on, or not the astrologer. Not, yeah, there we go. This is what I want. This is from the astrologer. Okay, so let's bring out the astrologer. Okay, now the astrologer. So I completed a mission first of all, so now I have an extra mission space. Maybe I can pick up one of these missions. Complete this mission at the smith. Okay, so I should have discarded this earlier. So to begin with, I forgot to draw an extra mission for them at the end. All right, so now he's gonna have that mission, and then the smith. Okay, the mission that I picked up from them. We draw another one. All right, there. And for the crone, that's 3. So yeah, I just forgot to replenish their missions. There we go. Okay, so I replenished their missions, right? And now during this action, I'm gonna buy this, and let me see if there's a mission that I want. So this guy. Oh, did I add a mission that I shouldn't have? Oh yeah. Discard if you're in the same location as the smith, you're supposed to discard this and draw another mission. Okay, so that's the the astrologer. That's 3 missions, but yeah, the astrologer is in the same location as the smith, so that's why we had to do that. But yeah, spelunker, I don't think that I want to use any of these, so let's do I want this quest? Spelunker, I don't have enough time. I'm not gonna be able to go all the way out there. That's crazy. So no, I can't pick up that quest. Kill any native and place their counter on your backpack. Yeah, I don't really want to start any fights, so that's fine. Let's just try to buy this. So the astrologer respects wisdom. I have 3 wisdom icons. Maybe I can haggle a bit. Okay, so let's try to haggle. So where's the so yeah, that's during my commerce action. Okay, but I'm still in the middle of my commerce action, so I just haggle. 0, great. All right, so I get to pay 10. I don't want to push my luck, so let's just pay the 10 for that. Okay, 20 minus 10. There we go. So now I've gained the symbol of vision, and what this does is it gives me a bonus search action. All right, so that's gonna be great. So now I think I'm done visiting these guys. I don't think that there's anything else that I want to buy. Maybe I do have a bit of extra gold here. Maybe I can buy the Trickster's Stone just so that... no, I don't think that there's anything here that useful. So I can always at the end of the game spend all of my gold buying those legendary items. They're not that useful. Other than that, they're not that useful. This will be the most useful one. So we're gonna look for that altar. I'm trying to complete this quest. I need to possess a deep treasure and a treasure, which I do. Okay, I have a deep treasure and a treasure. Okay, and I need to complete it at the altar. So we're gonna try finding the altar. Okay, so why don't we spend a movement point going here? We've moved here, and why not just out of habit? we're gonna put this here. We're gonna show one of these tokens, Dwarven Ruins. Great. So when you draw this token, first you immediately gain first to reveal the Dwarven Ruins or Forgotten City. So that's 1 legend point and 5 fame. And now what you do is you draw one from each terrain pack, and you process them. So we put a gate on number 3, and I gain an item. So let's see. Cool chainmail. I wish I could wear it, but I can't. Again, you need to have that, what you see there, the +2 might tiles. So I'm just gonna put this here, okay, here. And now we have, this is a cave, by the way, I didn't notice, so we need to get rid of an action. All right, so it costs us an extra action. And now I do get a bonus search action, so I'm gonna try to find this hidden path. So I'm gonna use that bonus action to try to find it. So here we go. Now didn't work. Oh, I do get my nature's help, so we're gonna use that to reroll during a search. Still no luck. All right, that's fine. And now that's it. We're gonna sneak, and we're gonna move to monster activation. And no matches, it looks like. Awesome. All right, so we're in the clear. We're gonna move. We're gonna cast Nature's Help and Divination once again, and we're gonna restore our actions, get rid of our statuses, move this up. Now remember, we're in a cave, okay? So we only get 3 actions. So now we start day 12. All right, so why don't we start with a search action for that path right there. And I still have my Nature's Help. I still have my Nature's Help spell in case that I miss my search. And in fact, I almost forgot, I have a bonus action here from the Symbol of Vision. So I get to use that for searching that hidden path. Let's see. Okay, so that didn't go well, but let's use our nature's, let's use our nature's help. The targeted hero may reroll any number of dice during one search action. So do that. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to spend yet another action rerolling these. Finally. All right, so let's add that there. Okay, and we do need to find that altar, so we're gonna try to move our way around here with the caves. So let's spend another action moving here to this gate. And you know what? There's this gate over here. Maybe I'll be able to finish that quest. I will have to flip this tile though. Let's see. Because this could actually be, I could maybe make this work out. So if I use the enchanted tile action, I can flip this. Let's say that I move to that gate, come here. I need to be able to move over here. Let's see. No, that wouldn't quite work. Well, okay. Yeah, I don't know that that'll work. Let's see. But yeah, it is really the only way to access this. This whole area is blocked off. But yeah, I mean, we still have plenty of turns left. So you know what? Let's go ahead and move between gates. So this is a forest tile. So, oh no, wait. I do have to make sure that I sneak. So let's just play it safe. Let's just sneak. And we're gonna see what happens end of turn. We move to monster activation. Okay, and we're not in a treasure side, and that's not a match, so that's excellent. And I'll go ahead and cast Divination and Nature's Help at the end of my turn. That's it. We move to day 13. We move all of this up. We move this back here. And now we are gonna go to turn start. We get rid of our statuses, actions. Okay, so now Um, now I almost forgot about this, by the way. Let's see. Any treasure with a spell cube or spell square in the card. Okay. I haven't bought any, but I need to make sure I factor this in to see if I can gain some points at the end. At the end of the game. Okay, but then this one, any weapon treasure, yeah, I should also make sure I take advantage of this. But let's go ahead and we start with an action less because we're in a cave, okay? And we move to this, from this gate to this gate, okay? That's fun. It's the first time I've managed to, utilize gates so far. We're gonna move to this tile, okay? And we're gonna sneak. And I just realized there's no tokens in this tile, so we get to draw another one of these, okay? Site, let's see what we got. Altar, well, will you look at that? And as it happens, it got stuck on that side. So I'm definitely, after all, gonna have to, spend actions to flip that tile, okay? All right. So yeah, I spent that last action sneaking. Okay, so I had 3 actions: 1, 2, and 3 to sneak. And yeah, I can't really use my search action for anything. So I'll just go to battle phase, and we're gonna roll. Let's see. No match. Excellent. Okay, so we don't gotta worry about that. We get rid of that, go to, and of course we cast our 2 spells during combat. Turn start, we get rid of our statuses, actions, we restore this, and we move to day 14. Now, we are going to have to spend 3 actions to enchant the tile, right? Because I need to flip it, okay, in order to access a different area. So, we're going to use this action, right? So, if a hero has a colored magic cube in their healthy box, they can spend 3 consecutive actions enchanting a tile in a single turn. And this happens. It is flipped over to the opposite side, and it should be in the same orientation, and all the tokens should be in the same place. And then the player removes, and if there was a magic cube there previously, you replace it with you add one of your choice. But anyway, yeah, you put a magic cube of a color of your choice, okay, that you possess. Yeah, okay, and any permanent spells that match the color of the cube. Yeah, and now that magic cube that's there will, I can use it to cast spells later, okay. So now let's look at my starting spells. Move Earth. Oh wait, could I? No, could I have rotated this? I almost forgot that I had this spell actually. Should I have just cast that at the end of the turn? Rotate. No, I don't want to do that because I still would not be able to access the altar. I do want to be able to access that altar to complete my quest. So yeah, I forgot for a second that I had the Move Earth spell. I could have rotated the tile to using this, but yeah, no. I want to access that that altar. So yeah, we're gonna spend 3 actions, and let's put this aside for a second. The altar is gonna go in number 3, right? So let's flip it on its side like this, okay? And I'm still gonna be in the same spot, okay? And now I have a path to the altar there, okay? I wish I could move to this side. Looks like I can't. Yeah, but I do have a bit of a roundabout way of reaching the altar and this tile, okay? So that's 3 actions. And now I need to grab a cube. And now this is enchanted, okay? Now I'm gonna just be, again, play it safe, and let's use a sneak. Let's use a sneak action, and with that we move to monster activation. Let's see. No matches. Excellent. All right, that's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna cast. Let's see. We're gonna cast the usual divination and calm. Okay, not calm. Sorry, divination and nature's help. And I'm gonna put this here. And now we're gonna go to turn start. Get rid of our statuses and actions. We're gonna restore our 4 actions. Okay, and we're gonna move this up. And now moving on to the next turn. Okay, so let's spend a move action here, and then another move action here. Now, we've run out of wilderness tokens here, so we're not going to draw a new one, okay? Now, I'm going to spend an action trying to find this hidden path. So we roll, where'd it go? Here, okay? We roll these two. That's a bust, but let's use our nature's help to reroll. That's a bust, all right? Now, again, let's just play it safe. Let's sneak, and let's move to monster activation. And no matches, excellent, okay? And I'm gonna cast my nature's help once again. Now we get rid of sneak, we go to turn start, actions. We're gonna restore our 4 actions. We're gonna move this up, okay? And we start the next day. Let's start. Oh gosh, I forgot about that. Okay, too late. I'm just a dummy. All right, that's fine. But let's just do this now. Okay. Okay, cool. Forgot about my search action before. That's fine. Let's just make it say no. Let's not cheat. All right. So where to go? Yeah. So we roll the 2 icons. I'm gonna put this here, and we can spend a move action here. And I'm gonna spend another couple move actions here for this cave, okay? And oh wait, do I want to do that? Dang it. Okay. So that's 2. Okay, yeah. I mean that's 1, 2. Yep. All right. As long as I can spend my 1 action to sneak, I'm fine with that. Oh, and let's not forget. Let's draw one of these. Sight. What do we got? Shrine. Okay, wait, did I get confused? Was it the shrine or the altar? The altar. Okay, sorry, they kind of sound the same. All right, yeah. So the altar is where I want to go. Now the shrine is here. Okay, number 4. It's gonna go there. And yeah, let's roll. Let's go to the monster activation. Let's roll. We got no matches. Excellent. All right, we're still safe. Now we are gonna move this back here. Okay, let's move this to next day. Get rid of our statuses. Go to actions. We cast our spells as usual. There were no obstacles for us to cast our 2 spells. Now the shrine. I can get a bit greedy, and let me also make sure that I put this here so that I make sure I'm keeping track of explored tiles. Okay, I could get a bit greedy and see if I can explore that shrine. Now, one thing that you should keep an eye on, okay, is when you visit certain types of tiles, right? Like if you're attempting to find a treasure site, right? You should look at the boss that you could potentially encounter. Now, if you look at Wraith, the Wraith has a maneuver speed of 4. So I would not be able to outrun it, all right, if I wanted to run in case I fail my sneak roll. So that's just something to consider, when you're gauging your risk. For example, if I wanted to go to the secret cache and the leader comes out, at least the leader has a maneuver speed of 2, so I could most definitely outrun it. Now, I still have to check their other side of their monster token to see if, in case they flip sides, if that still would be the case, right? But that's something to consider, right? Now, I don't think that I'm gonna come back to this tile once I go there, so I definitely, this is my only chance to visit it and see if I can gain some treasure and some more legend points and fame. So I'm gonna use one of my search actions to try to find this hidden path. Okay, let's use our nature's help. And we did start in a cave. I almost forgot. So let's reduce that by 1. Remember, when you start your turn in a cave, your number of actions are reduced by 1. So I already had to spend an action there. This is my bonus search action from Symbol of Vision. Oh, and it knocked it off. But yeah, this is I rolled the two icons. So great. So I found that, and now I can move across it. So let's see. There we go. So let's put that there. And I still have a couple actions left. So let's spend a move action here. And I think I can afford one search action. Okay. So I'm gonna search yet again, see if I can find this site. And I'm not gonna be able to reroll, but let's see. No, it looks like I'm gonna have to wait a turn. So let's use our last action to sneak. All right, and now we move to monster activation. Roll. No matches. Excellent. That's good. That's very good. Let's keep it that way. All right, so now I'm gonna cast my 2 spells again. Let's move to combat. Yep, that's it. I'm gonna go to move turn start, remove statuses, and I only gain 3 actions this time. Okay, because I'm in a cave still. And my bonus action. So let's do another search action from that before I forget. Let's roll 2. Okay, excellent. So I found this site. Okay, so we're gonna bring out the shrine. Now I'm just gonna show it here. Okay, I'll keep it off camera because this is getting a bit crazy, full of cards. So I need to get 2 deep treasures and 3 treasures. Okay, and let's also not forget that when you find when you're the first to find a treasure site, you gain 1 legend point and 5 fame points. Okay, so now 2 deep treasures, and remember the order matters, and I'm gonna stack them the same way that it shows on the card. Okay, on the terrain card. So 2 deep treasures and then 3 treasures. Okay. So here's the 3 treasures, right? So I'm gonna stack them like so, and now I'm gonna attempt to loot. Okay, so again, just imagine that they're here. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it off camera. So now I still have a few actions left. I'm gonna try looting. Okay, so we're gonna use our loot dice. Okay, and it's getting a bit crazy with all the tokens, so I'm gonna use my tower here. Remember, we're trying to, the lower the numbers, the better, okay? And let's not forget, I have my divination, which will help me reroll dice when looting, okay? Let's see. First action, looting the shrine, all right? Okay, so the highest number is 5. So what I'm gonna do is, let's use my divination action to reroll. Let's see, let's repeat what this says. So the hero may reroll any number of dice during 1 loot action. So I'm gonna use this up to reroll this 5. Okay, excellent. So the highest number I got was number 1. So I basically grabbed the top card. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, we got a golden icon, and it's just basically an expensive item I can get. That's awesome. That was the first time I see this item. It's just a gold statue, so that's cool. Now, it's a legendary item, so again, when we look at this, possess and reveal a epic treasure. I don't know why I keep calling them legendary items, but a red band, right? Epic treasure. That's my 1 and 5. Okay, there you go. Don't worry, we're gonna count all of that at the end of the game. I just don't want to bother right now. But okay, yeah, this just goes on my backpack, and I'm gonna sell it for quite a bit of money later if I survive. So let's search again. We're greedy. Let's all of that gold is giving us ideas. So let's see. 4. So the highest number we rolled was 4. So we grabbed from the top. We grabbed from the bottommost card from the highest number. So we got Tome of Righteousness. Okay, this could come in handy later. We'll see. And I know that any treasure with a spell cube or a spell square on the card. So I can donate this to gain 1 legendary point later. Now let's go ahead and now should I? Yeah, let's just sneak, okay? And now we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll 4. We're gonna roll 4. Let's go to monster activation. We're gonna roll for this. Let's see. Okay, it looks like, oh wow, I got scared for a second because of the forest symbol, but it looks like I'm off the hook still. Okay, no matches, excellent. So I'm gonna put this aside for a second, okay, and I know that I'm gonna keep looting, so now I have to be careful. So I'm gonna cast my 2 spells, okay, and go to turn start. We get rid of our status and we restore 3 actions, okay, and 1 search action. Um, Again, we're in a cave. So now let's move this to day 18. Let's try looting again. So see if we can grab a bit more before we leave. 3, okay, so that's the highest. Not bad. Let's grab the bottom must here. Oh no, cursed treasure. All right. So now when you draw that, what happens is you're going to draw another treasure card and you do get to keep it, but, and we just got a Tome of Black Arts that checks out, okay? Black Arts, cursed treasure, sure. Now, basically now you have to roll on the treasure chart, okay? So now I'm going to just flip this and let's see what we get. So we first roll for a row, okay? So we're gonna roll, we're gonna use the D6, okay? We're gonna roll, okay, so 4, row 4, and then we roll again, odd or even. Okay, so 4, only 1 cube color on spells. Okay, that's not too terrible, all things considered, all right? So I'm gonna try to remember that's a thing. Only 1 cube color on spells. I mean, I assume that that's when it comes to like this, right? Like I can only put 2 of the same color here, so that's not too bad. Not too bad, like I said, all things considered. So I think that I'm just gonna put this here, all right? And when I need to reference the scoring stuff, I'll bring this card out. So let's put a let's grab a pink cube and put it here as a reminder. Okay, I hope I don't forget. All right, so that's that. We get rid of this. We do gain that at least. I think it's time for us to get out of here. And what am I doing? Okay, sorry, search. Sorry, I thought I was about to waste this action again. So yeah, cave, loot. Now, yeah, I think I just want to get out of here. I don't want to stay here much longer. Now let's use our symbol of vision to search for this hidden path right here. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this. Okay, let's see. Oh, come on, nature's help. Well, all right, whatever. Let's use our last action to sneak. Okay. And now we move to monster activation. We're gonna, where are you? Here. Okay, let's. No. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. 3 giant bats. I don't like that. Okay, I don't like that in the slightest. But let's see what happens. So first, let's pick up those bats. 3 giant bats. Wow, not good. This could be my end. Let's see. So now, moment of truth. Okay, we got 3 giant bats. I don't know that I'll be able to handle them, so best thing I can do is just try to escape. So, wow, that really sucks, man, because now I think I'm gonna have to, I can't reach the altar. That sucks. I'm gonna have to wait for the bats to get out of there. Okay, so yeah, sure. And let's put this back on the shrine card. But yeah, let's roll this and see if the bats find me or not. Okay, great. I snuck, so I got to ignore that. So I remain hidden. Now, can I fight these bats? I think the answer is definitely no. I can't risk it. I don't have any armor. 1 hit and it's over. Now I could ambush them. If I ambush them on the first turn, I wish I could. When you ambush, you still have to either cast a spell or attack. You can't do both. If I could both cast a spell and attack, maybe I would have a better chance. I mean, I still have this elemental spell. I could definitely cast it, and that could take some of the attention off of me when they try to attack me. But 3 bats, maybe if it was 2 bats, I would think about it, but no. I'm just gonna stay hidden, and next turn I'm just gonna get out of there and hope that the bats go away. Maybe in the meantime, what could I do in the meantime? Man, there just isn't a way to access. Maybe I can go here and rotate this tile. Gosh, these damn bats, man. Like, they just really had to come out and ruin my plans. All right, fine, whatever. Let's move to. I'm not gonna be able to cast spells, so this goes away. Let's. Now I could cast spells, but I would risk them spotting me, so I'm not gonna do that. Turn start. Let's restore 3 actions. Again, we're still in a cave, so our regular action is toast. Move this up. We got rid of our statuses, and I have to get out of there. Now, let's see. Yeah, let's just move out. I have to move out because if not, they're gonna block me. So now I don't get to draw anything there. Now, can I maybe rotate this? Let's see. If I rotated this, at least I will be able to go this way. Yeah, I don't know what else to do, because other than hiding, like, I don't have anything to do with my turn. So why not? I'll actually, no, I don't have enough actions. Never mind that. So let's sneak and let's alert. Sure, I don't have anything to do with that action. So anything else anyway. So now we go to battle phase. Let's roll. Let's roll these. Oh no! Come on. Are you for real? 2 giant spiders. Okay. Wow. They really don't want me here, do they? So we got 2 giant spiders here, and now we gotta roll to see if I stay hidden. And I do, because I snuck. So I'm gonna stay hidden, and yeah, I'm just gonna have to move out of that. I'm just gonna have to move out of that tile. Yep, I'm just gonna have to move out of there when in a second. Yeah, this is terrible. Okay, all right. Let's just move on to the next turn. Again, I'm not gonna be able to cast my spells like I usually I'm able to, because I don't want to come out of hiding. So 4 actions. I just move this. Let's get rid of our statuses. Let's carry out our 4 actions. So first action, I have to spend it getting out of there ASAP. Okay. Again, I did find that hidden path right there, so I'm good. Now, where can I go from here? I just don't have a whole lot I can do. I haven't visited those, so I guess let's just move 1 space here and see if these guys will go away. Yeah, you know what? Like, okay, at least I visited it. So let's just. I think I might have to forget about this altar quest and just let's visit those caves so that I can just claim that Spelunker quest at the end. I'm just gonna have to focus on that. Okay, let's hide. Or snake or whatever. So now roll. Looks like we got no matches. Good. So we move this up. During combat, we cast our classic spells here. Oh, you know what? Maybe rotating wouldn't help. Like if I did that, yeah, I mean that's one way to do it, but I don't know when those bats will get out of there. So no, yeah, that's fine. I'll just have to let the altar thing go. That sucks. All right, so that's okay. All right, so yeah, let's just start our next turn. We just cast these 2 spells. Let's leave it at that. Now let's move to action. Okay. Let's just go ahead and make our way to those caves over there. So Maybe I could use the gate instead. Let's see. I did find that path. Let's use 1, 2. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's sneak. Oh, I forgot to remove this at the start of my turn. But yeah, let's sneak and let's roll. Let's see. No matches. Good. Okay. So we go to 22. We're gonna cast the same 2 spells. Restore this. And let's use yeah, same phase. Let's move here and we get to reveal one of these. Site. Okay, we got a site. Let's see. Trove. Cool. All right, I can work with that. Maybe that'll give me some treasure to explore and whatnot. So some more loot. Let's also put our handy E letter here so I can keep track of that. Okay, so that's the first action. Second action, it looks like I can move in here. Okay. Now I just moved into a cave, so I have to spend another action. Now let's use this search action. Okay, and now we are gonna do that search action and try to find this treasure site. Great. Didn't even need to reroll. All right. So now I discovered I'm the first to find a treasure site, so that's 1 legend point and 5 fame. Okay. And then we're gonna pick. So this time we're talking about the trove, right? So the trove, that's part of the cruel caves. Okay. So it's asking for 3 deep treasure and 5 treasure. So we're gonna stack it like so. 3 deep treasure. Okay. Hold on a second. All right. So 3 deep treasure. Okay. And then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There we go. And remember, we're gonna stack it with the deep treasure. Actually, ironically, being on top. Okay. So there. All right. And again, just because it's getting a bit crazy here with the amount of cards on these boards, I'm gonna keep them off camera. I'm gonna just put this here for now because I know that I'm gonna be looting that next turn. For now, let me just sneak. And once again, I forgot to remove my status at the beginning of the turn. I'll try to be a bit more diligent with that. But all right, battle phase. Let's see if monsters come out. So let's roll. And no matches. Good. Okay. So I'm gonna cast my 2 usual spells now. Can I rotate this? Let's see. No. All right, that's fine. Let's forget about that. We restore 3 actions because we're in a cave. Okay. And we move to the next day. Okay. We get rid of our statuses. I cast the 2 usual spells. Like I said, actions. So I already searched it, so I can now start looting it. So I spend an action to loot. So we're gonna roll. These 2. Okay, let's see what we get. 4 and 4. That's not too bad. So let's see what we pick up. 4. Okay, this one. Oh, legendary. Oh, cool. Now it looks like I don't lose an action in caves. Excellent. So hold on. Let me just make sure that that's what it says. Taper of Illumination. All right, so I do guess I technically already lost an action because I already started the turn. But that's fine. Maybe, if that's not the case, you can correct me in the comment section or whatever. But for now, I'm just gonna not lose it. Next turn, I'll make sure I restore my full actions. Well, that's awesome. Now, I do need to occupy, I don't see myself using black magic for now, so let's put that in my backpack. Let's equip that, and that is legendary treasure. So I get to gain 1, so let's return 4 of these. Okay, change it for a 5, and also 5 fame. So let's return 3 of these 5s. Okay, there we go. All right. So looking good. Now That was my first loot. Not bad at all. Let's loot some more. All right. 4. Sure, why not? Let's see. 4. Okay. Spellbook. Sick. Let's see. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Piece. Not very useful. None of this is useful, but I should be able to sell it for some money later at least. So yeah, these 3 spells become attached to this spellbook. Okay, not the best, but now let's hide. Okay, or sneak. And now let's roll. Okay, let's do this. So we move to monster activation. Return. Oh, good. Well, a bit too little too late. But now these are gonna return to their trace. And it looks like we didn't get a match also, so that's excellent. We restore our full 4 actions thanks to the Taper of Illumination, even though we're in a cave. We cast our 2 usual spells during combat. I'm gonna move to the next day, and let's keep looting. Let's grab some more loot. So let's put this away. All right, let's roll. 2. All right, so the highest number is 2. So this one right here. Okay, let's see. Gauge of the Thief. So it looks like I get to reroll a loot die. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Correct. Yeah, Gauge of the Thief. You may reroll one loot die per loot action. So that's actually very convenient right now. So that combined with my divination should let me keep letting me loot more things. Okay. So now let's roll again. 4. Why don't I use this to reroll the 4? 3. Okay, sure. Let's see. 3. Treasure. Digger's Ruin. Oh, and I don't know why I put this here. This is actually here. Okay, sorry, these are gloves. Yeah, correct. Now here, Digger's Ruin. And it looks like when searching in a cave, I get to reroll a die. All right, let's see if I got that right. Yeah, you may reroll one search die once per search action while in a cave clearing. Checks out. This could actually come in handy. Why don't we, having a white cube, why don't I just go ahead and spend this now, okay? Just, I don't know, just so that, actually, is that a mistake? Hold on. Yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna need that cube. I'll just either sell this or donate it here for more legend points at the end. So let's just equip this. It's just more useful right now. Let's go ahead and spend one last couple last actions looting, and then yeah, I only have a few turns left, so I think I need to start. Actually, should I? Hold on. Let me give like a little glance really quick at how much fame I have. Yeah, I definitely need a bit more. So let's yeah, let's spend that last action. Let's spend that that third action, or last action snaking actually, because I thought of like moving out of there, but that's fine. So let's just roll. Let's just roll for this. We go to monster activation. Oh no. Okay, no, we're off the hook. Good. All right. It looks like we're good. We're gonna cast the 2 usual spells and move on to the next day. Restore actions. Let me loot one last time, 1 or 2 times, 3, 4 times. I don't know. Let me just loot a bit more before I leave. I feel like I have some time. I should be able to manage. So let's loot once. That's really good too. So we pick the top 2. Another deep treasure. Ooh, another legendary. Oh, this one is really good. Elven slippers. And I don't have any shoes yet, so that's perfect. And I just revealed a legendary treasure, so I gain my 1 fame and 5, sorry, 1 legendary point and 5 fame. And basically what that does is I can use a green cube and it gives me 1 more speed, 1 more maneuver speed for that combat round, okay? So it makes me really fast. So I think between that and my brown cubes, I should be able to outrun almost anybody, okay? So I think that I'm not gonna, I forgot to remove this at the start of my turn. I think that I should be able to outrun most opponents by now. So I think I'm just gonna move around a bit more, you know, freely. Let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I don't lose actions anymore. Yeah, I think I'm pretty comfy. I think I can keep looting because between that and my slippers, I should be able to escape almost any combat situation. So, I mean, if I die, it is what it is, but I'm just gonna keep looting and then just move my way out for the rest of the game. So, 1 more loot action and then we'll leave. 3 and 3, okay, that's fine. Let's pick this last one. Scepter of the Sorcerer, yet another legendary treasure. So that totally paid off. That's awesome. 1 and 5, okay. And now, do I want to equip that? Not particularly. I would rather be able to ambush with that. I don't have any use for the purple cube anyway. So now let's just get out of there. 1 and 1. And now I just need to move to that cave just for the sake of exploring it, and then make my way back just to finish quests. So we're gonna move this, we're gonna cast our usual spells. Oops, actually, of course, let me move here. Notice that I didn't sneak, that's on purpose, okay? I think I should be able to handle most enemies, I hope. Well, I could be wrong. Alright, so battle phase, let's roll. Oh, actually, I'm in a sanctuary. Okay, never mind. I forgot that I'm in a civilization location. Cool. Let's put this back where the trove is. And now we move this up 1 day. I cast my usual spells. Go up. And I move that. No statuses. All right, actions. So I'm going to move. And I'm moving into a cave, but I don't lose actions no more. And I'm gonna move 2 just for the sake of move. I'm not gonna sneak, and I explore. I've explored this, and now I draw 1 of these. Treasure. Cool. Let's see what we got. Treasure. Gauntlets of Brawn. I'm not an attacker, so that's not useful. That involves might cubes. I'll just put that in my treasure pile. But we've explored that and we've used up all of our actions. Let's just roll and see. Battle phase. No matches. Excellent. Okay. Next turn, cast my usual spells during combat. Move this up. Move that. No statuses. Actions. Okay, so now let's just move our way back to the towns and move on to retirement. Okay, I think I've had a pretty good run. We move here, move here. Let's see, let's move this way. Yeah, let's move this way and then this way. Okay, and I'm in a civilization tile, so I don't have to worry about monsters spawning. I'll just finish my turn. There's no reason for me to cast my spells really, but you know, I'll just keep doing it anyway. You know, I'll just leave these up. I restore my actions. Now, I have my quests here. Let's see where I can start. So let's start spending some actions, taking some titles, okay? So let's see. And also selling things. So here's my inventory. I can sell quite a lot of things here. I can even try learning some spells too, or not. Let's spend our first action visiting one of the merchants, the astrologer, or actually the quest. Here's why I'm here, of course. Oh, wait, I never picked up another quest. Okay, I guess I have to actually visit a merchant to go get the quest that I want. All right, cool. I forgot, I never actually picked up the Spelunker quest. So let's talk to these. Let's start with the smith. Okay, let's see. Let's start with the smith. Here's the smith. Okay, All right, let's see. Not interested in those quests, but let's just go ahead and sell stuff. All right. Yep. So yeah, 20, 30, 42, and then 51. So I'm gonna gain 51 gold from selling all of this stuff to them. Okay, so I can just also buy. So that's 51 gold. 51 gold. And now I want to buy. I want to buy new legendary treasure. I don't really feel like haggling. I don't really have any other use for the gold right now. So 50, so that's 36. I need to return 14. All right. And now 14. And now I'm going to buy this and reveal it. Okay. And that's going to give me 1 legend point and 5 fame. Okay. And now so that's the first action, and spend an action with the astrologer, see if there's anything I want to buy from them. Oh, there's the spelunker quest. Okay, so the astrologer, I'll definitely pick up the spelunker quest. I have to complete it at the mine. I'll do that in a second. Do I want to buy anything from them? No. Okay. And do I want to sell them anything? No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Now let's spend an action to complete the Spelunker quest. Okay, so here's the Spelunker quest. Let's do 20. All right, so that's 20, 1, 5, and then I'm gonna roll. So that's charisma. I only have 2 charisma icons, so I rolled these 2. So that's 2 fame and 7 gold. Okay, and 7 gold. So I'm just gonna return 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Okay, cool. And now I get to keep all of that. I've completed the Spelunker quest. Now let's spend our last action claiming one of these titles. Let's donate. I'm gonna put. Actually, oh, I just realized I made a little mistake. Okay. Yeah, I made a bit of an oopsie. So it looks like I confused these two with, these are items, not treasures. So I can't contribute these towards the title, but I can do this one with that action. I'll claim this title, Dwarf Patron, and I have to trade the treasure listed below, a treasure worth 25 or more gold. So I'll where is it? The golden icon. I'll trade that in, and that'll give me 1 legend point. So let me just return 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, there we go. Let's just move on to the next turn. So day 29. Okay, I'm gonna spend an action moving to the next civilization location, and now I need to. I want to complete that. Okay. I want to spend an action, but I can trade one of these, spell cube. Okay, yeah. Any treasure with a spell cube or spell square in the card. So I'm going to trade this in here. All right, and I gain 1 legend point. Okay, I can trade if I spend an action. Let's trade this one in as well. Okay, I gain another legend point. And now let's visit the crone and see if I can sell more things and buy more legendary treasure. So here is the crone's. Here's the crone's inventory. Okay, and let's see, nothing legendary. Okay, yeah, there's no treasure, weapons, or armor that I can buy from the crone. So I guess that's that. Okay, I might be able to donate my boots, I think. Yeah, I think I'll just donate my boots in a second. In the next. All right. So final round. So 4 actions, and here's where this any treasure with a spell cube or spell square on the card. Yeah, I think I can definitely donate this. So I'll spend an action to donate this here, and I'll gain 1 legend point, and we move here. To this location. Yeah, let's just talk to the smith, see if we can buy a weapon treasure. I think I might just have to buy back one of my items because I made a mistake. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. Let me just buy, looking for a treasure. So yeah, let me just buy my scepter back for 36 because I goofed. So that's 30, 5 and 6. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna buy that back. Okay, 5, 5, 5, 20. I'll buy this back and then spend an action donating it here. Any weapon treasure. Okay, so I just put a pink cube here. Any weapon treasure, and I gain 1 legend point. And that's it. I think it's time to retire. All right, finally. So after all of that work, we're gonna tally our final score. Let's make sense of all of these tokens here, and I'll just do that on camera, and then we'll get back to the final score. Okay, so after discarding all of my fame points, that leaves me with these many legendary points. So I have a total of 25. And because I retired on the last turn of the game, I gain an extra legendary point. So it's 26, okay, with 3 leftover fame that I didn't have nothing to do with. But yeah, folks, so as you can see, this type of build where you don't fight is viable, but yeah, you kind of have to change your playstyle and your mentality to make this work. But it is totally doable, and there's tons of ways of finding fame points without ever getting into a fight with monsters. But I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was useful for you to learn the ins and outs of how spellcasting works and how to play with a spellcaster. But if you saw any rules goofs, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and any other comments or feedback. And if you enjoy this content, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.